Anyways, hi, I'm Karina,
And I'm Maddie.
and welcome to Everything with a Fairy Tale Sync. As you can see, things are a little different today. Maddie is currently home, hoping
Yes,
for
I
the best with
am.
her internet, and I am currently on my phone because my camera decided to die.
Also,
So,
this is my dog Lincoln.
yes,
He decided he wanted to be a guest.
he's a sweet, chaotic boy.
Yeah.
All right, well, shall we get into it?
No? What are we doing?
I meant what we're doing and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yes, we shall.
This week we are doing the Japanese mythology creature known as the Kitsune. As per usual, we apologize for bad pronunciations. But yeah,
We
this is
also
another
this week
trickster.
apologize for any internet issues that may arise.
Yes, we do. Yeah, this is another trickster. I know. It's literally all I do by this point. It's not intentional, I swear.
Trickster number 3.
But yeah, shall we do our recommendations?
Yes. My recommendation is to pet your dog if you've got one, or your cat if you've got one of those. Just cuddle with your animal. Have a good time.
Or if you don't have an animal, use a stuffed animal. My recommendation is do the thing that you've been putting off. Like for me, I've been putting off cleaning my room and it bit me in the butt. So just get it done before it gets out of hand. Now, shall we get into the episode?
Yes, we
Awesome.
shall.
Oh yeah, also I have to have my computer here, so sorry about any weird angles. All right. So, every culture has a sacred animal. I realize with America it's probably like the bald eagle or something,
Yeah.
which is weird. But anyways, in ancient Japan, the fox was a creature of religious significance. For some context, rice was sacred to this culture, as it was a primary source of food, and foxes did everyone a favor by eating the rats that would go after the rice, which I automatically like foxes more because I hate rats. Um, this fluffy little cutie became one of the most revered animals in the country. So revered, in fact, that any fox you met was to be respected as a spirit.
Have you
And
seen those videos of foxes where they're like, and they're doing like crazy runs?
yes, I love
It's
them.
so
They're,
cute. It's so
they're
cute.
so cute. I adore foxes. Yeah, so enter the Kitsune, which is very possibly the cutest thing we have ever discussed. Also, not to be trifled with. I'm sorry, they're so cute. I don't know if I should be calling them cute, but they're adorable. So, first, let's discuss the word kitsune. The first part comes from the word kitsu, which is considered to be the sound a fox makes, which is similar to how we say like woof or meow. But it also means come here. Now, of course, my brain, because I grew up in the 2010s, was like, so that's what the fox says.
Get out. Get
I
out.
am getting 2 episodes today.
Hey,
Um,
Lincoln, can we fire Karina and will you take over?
he's like, no, she's something
I'm
very
getting no
important.
reaction from him.
But anyway, so it also means come here. Tsune, which is the second part, means always. There's also an alternate option of just keep, which means gold or energy. So basically, it means that the name means something like always golden or always energetic or something like that. The Kumiho in Korea and the Hulijing in China are essentially the same creature, but there's a few differences based on region, and we are exclusively looking at the Japanese version today. So when born, a litter of kitsune and a litter of normal foxes are impossible to tell apart. They have red fur, they're the same size, pretty much everything about them is the same. And this isn't surprising, as spirit is a bit different in Japanese mythology than what we would think of now. They aren't ghosts, and they're fundamentally the same as regular foxes, and any fox that lives to old age is considered to have power. A kitsune is just the most powerful, basically. And as they age, like I mentioned, their powers develop. The kitsune is immortal, which is important to keep in mind. Every 100 years, she grows a new tail, up to 9 tails total.
Is
So
this, is it like, is Kitsune like one Kitsune or like multiple Kitsune?
both. We're talking
Okay.
like one exclusively. So I don't know why I used she, her pronouns for this entire thing, but if I'm saying she, I'm talking about one. If I'm saying they, I'm talking about multiple. Or
Okay.
like for you. So yeah, every 100 years she'll grow a new tail, up to 9 tails in total. And her red fur turns gold over the centuries and is a brilliant white by her 900th birthday. So basically the 900 mark is a pretty big deal for a Kitsune. She is incredibly powerful, as her power is literally limited only by her imagination. And the Kitsune, as a species, are known not only to be highly intelligent, but incredibly creative. Her powers grow over time. At 100 years old, she can begin shapeshifting, which is kind of what they're most known for.
So it's like a level up system. Like the older you get, the more powers you get.
Yeah, it's basically a level up system. The Kitsune's favorite form, at least for the time being, is humans, especially any that can command maximum respect from other humans. This could be a beautiful young woman, a young girl, I don't know entirely how that commands respect, but it was mentioned as one of their favorite forms, or a respectable older man. The older she gets, the more forms she can take, and the oldest Kitsune can even become like impossibly tall trees or even second moons in the sky. And the most powerful have the ability to disappear completely. They can also mimic humans that they've seen before. They can either like create a form from scratch or mimic. Oh, and they can also possess people, but we'll talk about the other powers in a bit. So their shapeshifting was rarely perfect. It took intense concentration, and if caught off guard, you might catch a glimpse of one of their tails. If you're wondering if one of your peers might be a Kitsune, which I don't know why you're wondering that, but if you're wondering that, look for these giveaways. So first of all is the Hoshi no Tama. What is that? It is a glowing orb that the Kitsune has to carry at all times. This orb contains their soul, and without it, they lose all their power and die. So as a human, the Kitsune will wear hers as an amulet, but in fox form, she'll carry it in her mouth or fasten it to her tail. All Kitsune struggle with some words. This is a different note, but they struggle with some words. The most famous, I also struggle with words. The most famous is Moshi. And even now, people will answer their doors and cell phones with Moshi Moshi to confirm that the other speaker isn't a Kitsune. The Kitsune do not like dogs, by the way, at all. They are so afraid of them that they may even try to cause harm to the dogs. Sorry, Lincoln.
He's clearly so terrifying.
Oh, absolutely.
For reference, I'm on my couch. This is the arm of my couch right here. He is a 90-pound arm dog.
He is adorable. Very
I
heavy.
love him.
Very heavy.
Yes. Yes.
But adorable.
Don't cross the Kitsune, buddy, okay?
He's like, I'm not planning on it.
He's like, I don't know what you're doing anyway. I don't care.
So, if invisible, the Kitsune's reflection, not the reflection, her shadow will give her away. And then if she's visible, her reflection will do the same, so she avoids mirrors. And bizarrely,
is that how it plays into vampires? Because I remember you mentioning Kitsune in... No. Which episode did you mention Kitsune in?
Werewolves.
Vampires or werewolves?
Werewolves.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But that is...
Still don't entirely know how they fit into werewolves, but...
I can't remember the link. But we can look back later. So, bizarrely, all Kitsune hate incense, which wasn't elaborated on, but it's a very clear point of they do not like the smell of incense. They almost always can't hide their tails. I think I brought this up earlier, but they almost always can't hide them without an immense amount of concentration. Sometimes they can't hide their ears either. They like to stay in the shadows to avoid damaging their skin, as fur acts as kind of a natural sunblock, and their obscenely pale skin will burn super, super easily.
Mine too. My skin also burns.
Maddie? Are you a Kitsune? Obviously not. The dog's right there.
I was going to say, the dog's right here.
Go look in the mirror.
I'm fine.
They tend to appear in sort of out-of-date fashion. So they use outdated words, and they usually speak either super slow or super fast. Now, for some of their other abilities, keep in mind all Kitsune are different and complex beings. That reflects in their powers. All Kitsune, though, are tricksy creatures, though they may be mischievous or they might be straight up destructive. It's really hard to tell. Well, no, it's not hard to tell, but like, you can't look at a Kitsune and be like, yes, you're going to set my house on fire.
Also, I realized I just heard a rooster crow. I apologize if there's any background rooster crowing.
I actually haven't heard any. So, firstly, the Kitsune are illusionists, which you could probably tell from the, shapeshifting. They can not only change their appearance, though, actually, put a pin in that. They can actually, somehow, hold on to a character for years on end. I don't know how they don't get caught with their tail showing up, but they can be amongst the humans for years on end. And they can not only change their appearance, but the world around them. For example, they're known to kind of turn the grass gold and silver instead of green. They are also psychic. They can possess human bodies, usually to humiliate someone who wronged them, and they're very creative. Their like two favorite things to do are making them streak through town naked or give all their money away.
I love this.
Did you just instantly fall in love?
Well, I've liked them from the beginning. I thought they were
Fair
super
enough.
cool, but this is great. It's not the most harmful thing, but it's definitely humiliating, and I like that.
It's creative, I'll give them that. The Kitsune can also enter a human's mind to deliver messages through dreams, specifically.
That I don't like as much.
Oof.
Dreamscapes should be left alone.
My dreams are so weird I wouldn't notice. Anyways, there's also like miscellaneous other powers that they can do, depending on what kind they are and what they want to do. Literally, their only boundary is their imagination and their age. So some can fly, some can breathe fire, some can control weather, some can even see the future. So the oldest and most powerful can cause a person to like completely go insane or even bend time and space in on itself. So be careful. Anyways, there are 13 elemental breeds of Kitsune, which were born from, I'm not sure where, but they're called local legends. So I would assume more from like villagers and stuff like that. Are you trying to get a cat or something?
No, I'm trying to get Bandit.
Oh, sweet girl. We don't really have time to get into all of them, but I'll at least let you know what the categories are. So heaven/celestial/prime is one category, followed by dark/void, wind, fire, earth, spirit, river, ocean, mountain, forest, thunder, time, and sound. However,
Dang.
I know. I wish we had more time to go into each of them because it's cool. How
Maybe we do a part 2, and you just take the part 2 to only go into the specific types of Kitsune.
That could be fun. They're a lot harder to find because they're more based on oral legends and stuff like that, if I'm correct. But they're really cool.
It's worth a shot if people want it. Maybe we can do a poll.
Yeah.
Of would you like to know more about the different types of Kitsune once this episode goes up? And then if people vote yes, then we can you can do that.
Yeah. We will get into the kind of two main, I guess, morality groups. So there's the Zenko, and then the Yako. An important note, these two are very different, but they both put their own freedom above everything else. So the Zenko, also known as the Myobu, I believe, are good foxes. They serve Inari, the goddess of rice and prosperity. They have a mischievous but fun nature and are compassionate to humans.
Mischievous scamp.
Yeah, mischievous. They appear to priests in dreams to bring wisdom to the humans, and they bring messages to rulers from their mistress Inari. They also serve as guardians of specific households, bringing their host families wealth and happiness. Fun fact, people would actually take foxes, like baby foxes, as pets because of this, hoping that the fox was actually a kitsune. Hopefully those foxes were treated well.
I'm sure they were. If foxes are that respected in the community, I'm sure they were treated great.
Oh, yeah. Don't take foxes as pets, unless you have a license to do so. But I do want to squish one.
Get a stuffed fox, like a stuffed animal fox.
I might. I do love foxes. So the Zenko were also the peacemakers, and they settled disputes between humans and the Yako, almost always siding with the humans, surprisingly. The servants of Inari, they were worshipped from their first mentions in Japanese literature in about the 8th century into the 18th century. Their favorite offerings are rice, sake, other kind of miscellaneous food. There's actually specially crafted tofu dishes. I think the main one is like fried tofu and rice, and those are their favorite. The Yako, on the other hand, are the bad foxes. They're also known as Nagitsune, which is a name more popularly taken in Western media, such as My Beloved Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf just has everything, it seems like.
Except vampires, which I respect. The Yako are straight up destructive. They'll use their powers to ruin reputations and steal valuable things. Honestly, one of their favorite pastimes is luring travelers into their death traps. So not so nice.
So don't cross them, basically.
So I'm actually going to get into that in a second. Their victims were usually the more greedy, the more arrogant, people who were dislikable. However, they did sometimes go for innocent people who were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. However, they were scared of the Zenko, and they kept them in line. The people's fear of the Yako was actually destructive as well. Families that were believed to be descended from Yako foxes were ostracized from the community, and many mental illnesses were described as Kitsune, which was possession of the fox, and instead treated like possession rather than a mental illness. Some scholars argue that there's a third type of kitsune. However, my incredibly qualified self has decided, no. This is after a week of research and a few sleepless nights. I don't want to classify it as a kitsune because I don't want to. And also, other sources agreed with me. The Yuko isn't a spirit like the kitsune. It's a demon that takes a fox form. They mimic baby cries to draw in victims and eat those victims up. So, really not the same. Just another fox spirit, demon thing. And obviously, I am more qualified than people who have spent their entire life studying Japanese mythology.
Oh, obviously.
That is sarcasm for anybody who's not aware. The kitsune are still paws deep in the culture of Japan. We can see this mostly in Japanese media. They're super popular in visual entertainment like comics and animes such as Naruto, and make appearances in all of your favorite Nintendo games. Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Zelda, even Mario, Sonic.
And Tales from Sonic.
It hurts me. So
Why does it hurt you?
Huh?
Why does it hurt you?
I don't know. I never liked Sonic as a kid. I thought he was stupid. So I wanted to end on kind of a fun note, kind of similar to what we did to mermaids, and end on the note of kitsune romance. There are legends of the kitsune seducing men, then robbing and humiliating them. This is probably because, being 100% honest, kitsune were usually female. There were male kitsune, but they were usually female. So women are bad. But surprisingly, and I think adorably, kitsune are generally considered to be massive romantics. They'll disguise themselves as beautiful young women, and they'll frequently actually intermarry with humans and have children with them. And they're known to be incredibly affectionate and loyal wives. Sadly, however, if their true nature is found out, the husband is usually a jerk and chases them away.
Snitches end up in ditches. Don't snitch.
That makes me so mad. If you found the love of your life and she's like, oh yeah, sometimes I turn into a fox, that would
Don't
be
snitch on
weird.
her.
When two kitsune marry each other, it is a big deal. They'll host elaborate wedding celebrations and they'll conjure up foxfire lanterns. Foxfire is something we didn't really have time to get into, but it's, eternal flame. And they'll call down rain from clear skies. This is a fantastic omen for the people around. So, do you want to go? Do you want to go to a kitsune wedding?
Sure.
No, you don't.
Why not?
They take wedding crashing as a personal offense and will seek revenge on you. So if you see balls of fire and rain and clear skies, walk the other way. And that's where we're going to end today.
Okay. Since you've covered 3 tricksters, rank the 3 tricksters.
Well, I'm actually doing another trickster next week. Or in 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
Not intentional. I literally went with one that I was like, I don't think this is a trickster. But my stupid American butt.
Rank the tricksters. Let's go. I want to see.
Okay. Kitsune have a very special place in my heart because they're cute. And then, I don't know, Loki and Anansi are both really cool. I'm going to hurt you a little bit and put Anansi above Loki because we know more about Anansi. Loki gave me so much grief trying to find research that he's going on the bottom. But honestly, all 3 have been some of my favorite episodes.
Uh-huh.
What did you think?
I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. I still don't entirely know how it plays into the whole werewolf episode because we briefly mentioned it, but it's fine.
I think it just...
shape-shifting creatures into humans.
Yes, that's what it was. It was talking about shapeshifters, talking about the fox. Yeah, we mentioned it briefly.
Yay, I figured it out.
Yeah. You know what? In the comments, people rank the favorite trickster episodes that we've done. And by we, I mean me.
I mean, yeah, you mean you.
But yeah,
Big baby.
Yes, there's sometimes murder involved, but this is mostly just a fun, kind of cute episode.
I thought you were just going to say, but mostly it's just fun, kind of cute murder. And I was like, Karina, no.
No! No, murder is bad. We've already discussed this. Lincoln's so cute.
I know. Anyways, shall we get into what we're covering next week?
We shall.
Next week, we are covering the Hawaiian legend of the Night Marcher. So it'll be a little bit on the shorter end, but I'm really looking forward to it because it's one of my favorite legends I've researched. There's not a lot of information out there, but it's definitely super interesting information.
I'm excited.
They're not tricksters.
Of course not. That's my brand.
Oh, Lincoln.
Oh, buddy.
He's just sleepy. Anyways, not recommendations.
Wishes.
Haha. Wishes.
My wish for you is that he's so cute. If you are reliant on a piece of technology for something that you do, that it doesn't break.
My recommendation, no. God.
Wish.
My wish is that, let's see, this is coming out in September, so I hope that you are able to get back into the swing of getting ready for school.
Ooh, that's a good one. Is that Bandit?
Yes.
I was going to say, Lincoln has more of a big boy bark.
Yes. Anyways, yes, that is my wish because this is coming out like in September, that you are, if you're back in school, you're having a good time, or if you are getting ready to be back in school, you're able to like get back into the swing of it. Please don't throw a tantrum while I'm filming.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You want me to do the outro?
Anyways, incentive before we go. If we hit 50 followers on Instagram and 50 subscribers.
Maddie's buying the Loki cutout.
I am. Anyways, now that Lincoln's done throwing hissy fits, thank you so much for watching, and we hope that you enjoyed. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. What else? Leave a comment if you feel like it.
TikTok and website should be up and running by this.
TikTok and website should be up and running because, like I said earlier, this is coming out in September.
Yes.
So...
Ta-da.
I already worked it into the episode. What else? What else are we missing? I think we're good.
Be nice to foxes.
Yeah, be nice to foxes. And go watch the TikTok videos of them, like, going crazy.
They're so cute.
They are cute.
They're so cute. Anyways, goodbye.
Bye.